Hey, what's up, guys? So, I want to talk to you from a non developer. I have a very heavy background in marketing. I've been a nerd in computer programming ish, but I never wanted to actually learn a language. I was too lazy to go and actually. I learned HTML, CSS just to, to get by because I was doing marketing mainly, doing content creation as far as like video production and stuff like that. So that was the last 15 years of my life. And now I came to a point to actually wasting more time than I've ever wasted in my life trying to accomplish really cool things with AI and code. To where I literally just wasted a good 48 to 52 hours. My brain died, and then I had to sleep for a good 12 hours straight. Um, to be able to try to do something that still I can't do. So you can see, like, I still got some bad gateways. I finally got some things figured out. I got my website 100% self-hosted, which I'm pretty stoked about. It's on my little B link. I'll have a bunch of videos about that. But I've been really heavy just trying to figure out how to do certain things that should be able to be done, and I'm tired of paying SaaS. So I wasted a lot of time of vibe coding, going back and forth with, ChatGPT. What I was actually using for a long time, and it did help a lot more than anything else, was Quinn. Quinn is Alibaba's AI to vibe code with, and it was amazing. I mean, I got a lot done, and it actually solved a lot of what I was trying to do. But then I would try to do something else, and then I completely would mess everything up, right? So really, I just got to the point of being frustrated, and I was like, okay, let's just figure out an AI. What AI can I just tell to go and fix and do it, right? And this Gemini CLI did it. And again, I have no real heavy programming experience, but I can actually figure things out to use them to my purposes. And the first thing it did is actually completely fixed my issues with, there was some SSL issues that I was having with my website, getting it hosted and all that type of thing. And again, I'm self-hosting it on my own little mini AI PC. And so that was amazing. And as you can see right now, it's debugging memory link, but it's been going for 4 minutes and 6 seconds, but it is still working. And all you do is you have to install it. Again, how to do this is just ask AI. That's the beautiful thing about this. So I will have a whole video coming up, but I have these little AI PCs, and I am working on getting a full marketing stack self-hosted on these AI PCs, and then figuring out the best way to really get those on there and use them. And I put Linux on one and completely. I tried Windows. I went for hours and hours and hours and was trying to use Windows and use Docker to go and actually have all these apps hosted and to go all that route. And it worked, but it kept on breaking and not breaking. And so I just went, let's just fresh install Linux on this little B-Link AI PC, and then went back and forth for so long trying to get that working, wasted so many hours again. So this was a very simple and easy install to actually get working and get set up. But again, wasn't the easiest to try and figure out. Is that my dogs? Dogs, get over here. Sorry, I think my dog's barking. Come, Bear, Mabel, come, come, come. Oh, is that you guys? What are you doing? All right. Anyways, so now what we got going on is terminal. In the terminal, I have it set up to where I'm remotely connecting into my little AI PC, and I can sit here. And what I'm trying to get it to do is to install. Where to go? This is trying to install cal.com, which is a open source self-hosted alternative to Google Calendar, things like that, right? So I'm just telling it to go and install cal.com and then giving it very simple prompts. And it really does actually work quite well. And then what's cool is it has some ability to do the pro level model, But what happens is it will run out every day. You get a certain amount with Pro, and then it goes over into Flash, and it basically will just keep going and going forever. So there's a limit of how you can. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out if it's costing me money. I looked at all my billing. From what I can tell, it's not costing me money, and I had it running for hours and hours and hours yesterday. So I'm pretty sure that on the Flash level, I know the Pro level does, but on the Flash model, which it'll switch to and it'll say, hey, you've run out of time, which I can probably find one earlier where it said that, then it will go and then go back and forth. But really, it just comes up with this prompt, and then you just keep telling it, like, hey, go. So let's just hit cancel because this is taking forever. And then say, okay, continue. That's it. And then it'll just keep doing whatever it was doing before. It has a context window so it remembers the rest of it. It's trying to install cal.com onto this. I told it to install it on a subdomain. I already set up all the DNS and everything like that. So I mean, it's going to work. It's just, this is, I would say, the next level of vibe coding, but it's the fastest way that I've found so far. I haven't messed with all of them. There's so many different ones out there that are available to go and use, like Cursor and all these different things. So far, this is probably the easiest to get set up and working. I just had to go get an API key, and you can get one if you go over to aistudio.google.com, and I'm just using the API key I got from over there, which is cool. But really, it'll just keep going, and then, I mean, I'm on my network. I was connecting into it, and then you can run it on your phone, and then it just keeps going in the background, which is amazing. So that's different options, but I just want to encourage you guys out there, if you are like me and if you have been wasting hours and hours and hours and hours vibe coding, to get this installed, because for me this has saved me so much time, and now reliably I can use it to go and actually continue testing and working on the things that I'm working on. And if you need any help with AI, definitely let me know. I'd love to know what you guys are working on. Hit me up in the comments. But definitely check out Gemini CLI. From someone who doesn't have really a clue what they're doing, you're able to actually get a lot done. And again, I mean, I got it to the point where my website is fully hosted on my tiny little AI PC, and it loads split second, which is incredible. So definitely check all that out. Hit me up in the comments if you got any questions, or I'd love to know what you're working on. Talk to you guys later. Thanks so much.